Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Jerry and the Raw. I'm sorry that it's been quite a few days since I put out one of these. I know I want to put them out every other day at the latest. I just wanted to apologize. I've been trying to shoot these things, but they've been turning out horrible. And I don't mind posting stuff where, I get a little emotional or it gets a little real. But I mean, they were getting to the point where I was basically just getting angry and yelling and freaking out, and it wasn't shit that would be healthy for me to see again later on. And people on the internet have a tendency of taking stuff and using it against you at certain points. And to a degree, it's like I'm okay with that, but it was just so bad that I just didn't want to do that. And I finally calmed down from everything that happened today and decided to shoot this video. I walk out my garage and I noticed something. I noticed that you remember the touchscreen computer that I use over there? Well, I gave that to my wife for Christmas. Because she wanted a computer upstairs for her little sewing space that she's setting up. So I came out here to grab the computer, and I noticed this. The screen is completely cracked. It was laying face down. So I was like, how the hell did that happen? I haven't been out here in a week. Well, when we went to the birthday party with the race car stuff, this was actually sitting on the desk, and the cats got in here. The cats opened up the door. So what happened was the cats jumped up on top of the screen because they tried to get to the high ground, and they were probably trying to get up on top of the 3D printer. So they tried to jump on the screen, and they kicked off of it and pushed it down with so much force that it shattered on the desk. So anyways, I'm a little upset about that because it sucks when you give somebody something and then it's broken. And I just noticed something else too. Wow, this keeps getting better. Look at this. So that's my original Ultimaker. Can you notice that it's hanging off the front there? So yeah, they went ahead and jumped off of that too. I mean, they're kicking off this stuff and running around so hard. Now keep in mind, the home alarm was screaming and going off. So I'm sure that freaked them out in a panic attack, and they were running around and bouncing off of everything. But luckily, they didn't break the Artemis. I'm glad that they didn't break the Artemis. But yes, they broke that. They tried to break that. Looks like they knocked a chair over. Oh, some days I don't want to be a cat owner, guys. Seriously, they tear up our carpet, tear up all of our shit, but then you fall in love with their little furball asses and you can't help it. Well, anyways, this video is nothing like I expected it to be yet again, but I'm posting this one no matter what because I owe it to you guys, and this is all about being real, but this has been a fucked month. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's been a terrible month. I've cheated on my diet now for 6 days. I will not the full 6 days. I went on keto 2 of those days, but keep falling off the horse because I'm getting so damn frustrated and stressed out and self-abusive. That's my biggest problem, is that I self-harm with food and anything else that I can get my hands on. And it's becoming super unhealthy. Today I woke up, I tried to cancel a family event that I agreed to 2 months ago, but my wife talked me into it, and we went and actually had a good time once I got over there. I did have to go out to the car once for about a half an hour and hyperventilate. Just because I'm not good when I get bombarded by people when I'm struggling with depression. So I had to deal with that. But all in all, we had fun. Xander had a blast. He got to see his cousins that he's never even seen before. I got to see my sister that I haven't seen in probably 2 years, even though she only lives 2 hours away from me. I got to see my cousins. So, I mean, today was a joyous occasion, and I even got to, eat some really good food that I hadn't had in a long time. They smoked prime rib that was fantastic. But guys, I've been under so much stress lately. I feel like I'm going to crack. I don't know what the future holds. I know what I got to do, though. I'm definitely going to get professional help, regardless of whether I can afford it or not. I look at it this way: I can't afford not to. So, first thing, 2019, we're gonna look for a therapist, a talk therapist, and I'm also going to talk to my doctor about possibly going back on antidepressants. I don't want to, guys. I really don't want to. They make me dull. But I feel like I'm to the point where every day I wake up, I'm having heart palpitations. I'm getting anxiety attacks frequently throughout the day. I don't know what the future holds in store for me. I can't shoot a video. Every time I shoot a video or edit a video, I run into nonstop problems. And it's not because of the computer or because of the software. It's because I'm just so frustrated and I'm pushing and forcing things because I'm in a state of fear. And that's the truth. That's the God's honest truth. So I'm second guessing myself. I'm doing all the wrong things. And I want to fix that. And it's like every little thing that happens, like even just that screen breaking. Well, it's not a screen, it's a full computer. But the computer breaking, all my stuff getting knocked around out here, the carpet getting torn up, the furniture getting torn up, the stuff just all eats away at me. And then we stop maintaining the house, and the laundry piles up and the dishes pile up and everything just piles up and we don't get rid of anything, and our front porch seriously looks like it belongs to a hoarder's buried alive person. It's all just it's combining, and it's driving me absolutely nuts. And this is not what I wanted to talk about this episode. When we were driving home, I finally was calming down. I was like, oh man, I finally be able to make a good jitter episode because things went pretty well today. But then I found the broken screen and the printer freaking knocked down. And this all probably seems like silly shit. It probably seems like stuff that's like, dude, mountains out of molehills. Like, I still got a roof over my head. I still got a wonderful family. I have food in my mouth. Like why the fuck am I bitching about anything? And I feel guilty for that. I literally feel guilty for feeling bad about shit when I have so much. And it absolutely drives me nuts, and it makes me feel like a little shit, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Sorry guys, this is not, I'm sure that many of you guys, this is not what you expect to see from me. You usually see a really, really happy person most of the time. Even here, for the most part, you generally see somebody who's, appears to be well put together, and somebody who, this intelligent person that, is a developer for 15 years and knows a lot about stuff. Guys, I am a seriously fucked up and broken individual, okay? You guys should know that. You see it right now. You've seen it before. The depression and the anxiety pretty much rule me. The OCD gets worse perpetually with how much uncertainty is in my life. The IRS shit coming up with being a sole proprietorship, even though I paid all the money to become an S corp, but I don't know how to run the S corp. I don't know the right people that I need. People tell me like what I need to do. I go try to do those things. They fall through, or I can't find the right people or do the right thing, or I don't have the money to do the thing that they tell me to do. And it just sits and drags on and on and on. And each one of these things becomes a new stress point in my life. And it gets to the point where I don't sleep. I just have nightmares constantly. I wake up every day in a state of exhaustion. And I'm in pain, so I have to take pain medication for my back. I'm exhausted and confused, so I have to take Adderall for my ADHD. When I stop taking all that medicine, then things even get worse. Because I keep telling myself, okay, maybe that shit's just fucking with me. And that's the problem. Then I come off of it and things get worse. Then I'm just in pain. And I don't sleep well, and I have all those problems. I don't know what to do, guys. I honestly don't know what to do. I know 2019 is a new year. I know that it's typical that I get this way. I know I haven't had the Patreon long enough for you guys to see it, but things typically do get bad in December. So bad throughout my career that even when I was working at Microsoft, I took the entire month of December off just because I ran so hot and I was so high-strung and depressed. This year, I felt like I made it further without problems, but they reared their dirty head again. And it's been rough, guys. It's been a rough last 6 days, going on 7. I needed to talk. That's the thing, is I needed to talk. I hope that you guys are okay with me. I mean, the jitter stuff, I hope that you guys are okay with me venting every once in a while. Because, it is Jerry in the Raw. That's what it's for. But I didn't intend for today's video to be this way. That screen, those cats, just every day I find shit that's broken. Every day I find shit that's broken because of my own ignorance, or because of the cats, or because of my son, or because of half a dozen, thousand, million other things. But usually it's all my own fault. I am 99% responsible for everything, but I have too much shit. I just have boxes and boxes of cables and old electronics that need to go away, but I'm scared for my future. I'm scared for my finances, and I'm afraid to get rid of anything. I hang on to everything like it's holding on to life, because I'm afraid that I'm going to hit some point where it's like the only way we're going to survive is selling stuff. And I don't know why I feel this way. I have 15 years software development experience. I can do a lot of things that a lot of other people can. I can literally architect and design automation from the ground up, all the way from program management, development, to deployment, maintenance. Why am I so fucked up? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But I'll be honest, it does help to vent, even though you guys are the only ones that I can talk this way with. If I posted a video like this to YouTube, it would be complete blood in the water heyday. Every single troll on earth that feels upset like I do right now would see this as an outlet to make themselves feel better at my own expense. The only reason I make this video is because I know that you guys here on Patreon are different. You always have been. It's been an absolute blessing in disguise that I have you guys to talk to and to say this stuff. And the irony is, you guys are a large part of what's keeping me and my family alive right now. I genuinely mean that. Like, we make more on Patreon here with you guys and your support, even the guys with $1 a month. We make more money that helps us keep the lights on than we do with YouTube, even with, you know, 1 million plus views a month and over 900 and some thousand subscribers, just because of the whole YouTube bullshit and the fact that I can't make the videos. I have probably 8 or 10 videos in the can that even just sitting down and editing them, there's some problem with the audio, or there's some problem with the video, or the software keeps crashing, or it doesn't render, or some of the video clips have messed up sound or something. It's like, I feel cursed. I genuinely feel cursed at this point. Everything used to go so smooth, and nothing has gone smooth over the last couple of months. It's driving me nuts. I'm literally going batshit crazy. You guys saw my post earlier on Patreon. You know, I've got things that I got to focus on in 2019. And at this point, I definitely need to get back on antipsychotic medication, because my life has gotten to a point where it's like I can't manage what I used to be able to manage because things were manageable. I just have too many like little free radical unknown things going on in my life. And I can't focus on anything, because the second that I focus on something and it starts going just the slightest bit right, everything falls apart. And that happening over and over and over again has conditioned me to think that success is failure. Like, literally anything I do to succeed, or anything I do to make something better, is going to end in punishment of some kind. Like, the only way to survive is to stay stagnant and to be still. And the big nasty T-Rex of life doesn't recognize you because it only senses movement. I don't know what to think about it. I don't know what to think about it. Guys, I'm just tired. I'm just really fucking tired. I'm gonna keep trying though. Guys, please don't lose your faith in me. I'm gonna get my shit together. I have no choice. I have an 8-year-old son that I look in the eyes every day and tell that I'm gonna keep him alive and I'm gonna give him a good life, and he's not gonna have the deal with the shit that I had to deal with growing up. And I have a wife that I look in the eyes who stands by my side regardless of whether I'm punching the wall, or whether I'm screaming bloody murder, or whether I'm racing out of here in my car and driving 150 miles an hour because I give zero fucks about my life. Sometimes she stands by me through all this shit. And there is no way that after all that work that those two have invested into me that I'm going to let them down. I promise you that I am not going to let them down. I am going to get my shit together in 2019. I don't care if I have to pay a fucking psychotherapist $100 an hour and get electrodes attached to my face. We're getting the old Barnacles back in 2019, because I'm not going to put up with another year of this. Even if it means that I just have to flush my dreams down the toilet and I just have to go back to just being a software developer at a company and working for somebody else for the rest of my days. Whatever it takes, I'm going to take care of my family. But I would really love it if I could just get my shit together and get my spark back and stop being so affected by everything. This year has been shitty. I've lost fucking amazing friends that I loved, that were a big part of my life and my family, that have walked away from me. I've had people turn their back on me and just walk away from me because because I'm going through some rough patches and going through some hard times. I've been kicked in the nuts by family. I've been kicked in the nuts by people I trusted. The only people that have stood by me is you guys. That's it. And my family, my immediate family. My wife and son wouldn't abandon me for nothing. They'll stick by my side through absolutely anything. And I owe them everything for that. And I'm going to make damn sure that they get it. And honestly, I need it for me too. I need it for selfish reasons. I have to get back to the way I was. I need to focus on the people that stuck around and forget the people that didn't. It's that simple. I have to stop letting myself get so agitated and so misled by the people that add zero value to my life. You know, I need to say fuck it. Like I said in the message earlier, I need to say fuck it to politics. I need to say fuck it to religion. I need to say fuck it to all these things, because it doesn't matter what I think. Fucking people are going to believe what they want to believe no matter what, because they want to believe it, right? Truth is not what it used to be. Science isn't what it used to be. I'm not saying be quiet. I'm not saying I'm going to just be quiet and just roll over. No fucking way. I'm going to speak my mind. I always will. But I'm going to pick my battles a lot better, because I am getting way too upset and way too worked up over people that I let get too close to me, or people that I think could genuinely change their mind if presented with the right data, only to just waste my time and waste their time. And I get way too emotionally attached to shit. That's my biggest fault. If I had to say I have any one biggest fault, is that I get emotionally attached to people and things and situations. I'm a very emotional guy, as you guys can clearly see. I always have been my entire life. That's nothing new. However, I will say that the anxiety and the depression and the OCD and shit has gotten exponentially worse is I get older and things become more uncertain and more bad things happen than good things. It definitely starts messing with me. Like, in order for me to function correctly, you know, there has to be some kind of order, and there is no order in my life right now at all. And I need to establish that order. So in 2019, that's what I'm going to do, guys. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get shit. And I know I've said this a million times over. I'm going to get shit back in order. I'm telling you guys, you know, I'm back on the keto diet. I'm not stopping keto. Just to let you guys know, I'm not stopping keto. I've had some bad days through the holidays because of self-harm, but I love the keto diet. I think it's fantastic. I feel better when I'm on the keto diet. I feel a lot less unstable and exhausted and like have gastrointestinal pain. I don't want that shit. So I'm going back on the keto diet. My wife agrees. We need to get back on it. The holidays just really railroaded it, but the diet isn't. What the diet was a symptom of everything that happened. It's not the cause of what happened. The reason that this time of year really gets me depressed is because I could go into my childhood deeply, but Christmas is not a time of joy for me. Growing up in an incredibly poor house and knowing that every year we could barely get by and that we were literally turning off the heat on the house and shit for money for simple presents because we've fallen on super hard times, and watching my parents and the look in their eyes feeling like they failed their children, like in just that recycling itself, even the possibility of that recycling itself in my head scares the ever living shit out of me. So it doesn't matter how good I'm doing during Christmas, that's the only thing that's going through my head. And it ruins the holidays for me. That's Christmas and New Year's. And it's always the same shit. I get suicidal. I already had an episode this month. I'm not going to go into details about it because that's becoming a really fucking tired story that I keep thinking is never going to happen again. But lo and behold, there I am. Same stupid shit. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that I'm here. I love my family terribly, and I would never ever forgive myself in a million years if I took myself out of their lives. But I owe them a lot more, and I need to hold myself to that standard. No matter how shitty the content is, no matter how bad I have to push myself or how sick I get mentally or physically, I have to push and I have to make shit happen this year. Otherwise, my family pays the price for it. I don't care if I pay the price for it, but I'm not going to let my family pay the price for it because it's not fucking fair to them. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. 17 minutes in. I don't want to